Hey everybody, and welcome to Slowpoke Racing and to the Ultimate Racing League. And we are here with our Sunday Championship, and Mark is joining me again. Are you there, Mark?
I am, Mark. Merry
Fantastic,
Merry
fantastic
Christmas.
stuff. Merry Christmas to you and to everybody listening as well. Yeah,
Yes.
I forgot about that. It's Christmas,
Merry
isn't it?
Only a couple of days to go. Woohoo!
Couple of yeah, I hope Santa brings everybody what they wish for. Now then, we have got some sad news. We do have some good news, but we have got some sad news. A couple of bits for sad news, really. The first one is this is the last race of the season. We are at week 10. This is the final race of this season, and what a fantastic season it's been. It is.
Get the violin out, Mark.
Well, you can do if you want. I mean, I feel quite emotional about it. I think it's been great.
It's been fantastic. It's gone very quick though, hasn't it?
It has,
as always.
It has gone very quick. So yes, that's the bad news. The good news is you've got me and Mark for at least another hour. So that's the good news. And obviously we will be back next season, just after the new year. We will be starting a new season. Hopefully the guys will have new cars and it'll all be a bit of a change up. So it's not all doom and gloom. Now the other sad bit of news, or as far as myself and Mark are concerned anyway, we cannot bring you the final race of the season for the AM2 guys because the PD servers decided to chuck a wobbly with about half a lap to go, and the lobby went down and nobody could save the replay, which is an absolute shame.
It is, Mark. Maybe they decided, it's Christmas, you know what, we can't be bothered, just shut all the servers off.
Church, there was maybe something like that. So what an absolute shame, and apparently it was a good race as well. So unfortunately we can't bring you that one. But in the AM2 league, we do know that Bandit absolutely romped home with that one. So congratulations to him. And I'm pretty sure Firepower came second. I can't remember who was third off the top of my head, but well done to those guys in the M2. Some absolute fantastic racing from those guys in the Group 4 cars. It really was a pleasure to do the races for them, as it has been for the guys in Pro Split 1 that we're watching now. Now then, as far as the league table goes for this one, I'm going to bring you the league table at the end of the race, so don't all disappear at the end of the race. If you want to find out what the final standings were, please stick around and I will bring you the league table, the final results league table as well.
Oh, it is, Mark. It's just the final race as well. So this is EAC's final.
This is the final, yeah. So yeah, we'll bring you. We'll bring you this standings in. So for the final race, we have come over to France and we are at the Circuit de la Sarthe. Everybody calls it Le Mans, but as we know, Le Mans is actually a race and not the track. The track is the Circuit de la Sarthe. 8.4 miles and 38 turns apparently on this track. Now I have actually been around and tried to find all of these turns and I can't find 38 of them. I find about 29, but who am I to argue with Wikipedia? They say 38 turns, so 38 turns it is. Now 85% of this track is actually full throttle. 85% of it is full throttle. So we're in for a quick race. Plenty of slipstreaming, plenty of well-known straights and turns. I'm not going to spoil too much because Mark, as always, has got a bit more information on the actual track as we go around. So we'll not spoil that one. So should we get into this one? We will have our final look down the grid. Now then, Brisbane has got himself on pole position, and I've just made a couple of little notes before we started this. This is Brisbane's 8th pole position throughout this season. There was 4 of them in the sprints and 4 of them in the enduro. So we've only done 5 endurances, and Brisbane's got pole on 4 of them. He also took pole position by a 2.6 second lead over Motorstorm. So that is a phenomenal. Sorry?
What, here?
Here, yes, this is his pole. He was 2.6 seconds.
Wow.
That is phenomenal. It just shows how good Brisbane really is.
That's
so
like
he's
going up against Formula 2, Mark.
It's unbelievable. He's absolutely looking at.
Congratulations. what an achievement.
Yeah, so he's looking at going out with a bang. So well done to Brisbane for that. Yeah, great achievement. So there he is on pole position in what we can call now his usual parking spot. Just behind him, though, in second is somebody who's absolutely been snapping at his heels. His Motorstorm hero, and what a great season he's had. And there he is up in second. He's ready and raring to have another go at Brisbane, and look at the teeth on that car, ready to start chomping at the rear end of Brisbane's Lamborghini. Third on the grid is Panic at the Tesco. Again, another good season. He's been, to be fair, I think he's kept his head down, just got on with it, and he's put in some good times. And it's, sorry Mark, and I was just about to say, it shows there by getting himself third on the grid. Sorry, you were going to say?
I said he has.
Sorry.
He has. He has. H with a
has. Yeah.
He's done quite well throughout the season. Yeah, he's slowly crept up, hasn't he?
He's
improved his quality times. Maybe I should go to him for a bit of coaching for my qualifying.
In fourth, then we have got Victor the tyre shredder. And we'll see how it stacks up on this track. We know how he likes to, as I say, chew through his tyres. 85% at full throttle. Well, I feel he might get through them a little bit, but we shall see. Fifth on the grid is Fitzy. Then we've got Matty Older in sixth. Osman in the very colourful Lamborghini. So the last time, we are going to be staring at the livery on that car.
Yep.
Dyson in. Sorry, Mark, go ahead.
I was just saying goodbye.
Goodbye to the livery. Say goodbye to the livery.
Been a pleasure.
In eighth is Dyson. So some cracking results just recently for Dyson as well. So he finds himself in eighth. Enzo Jack in ninth. Struggled in the last few races, I felt. He's got a lot more to offer as Enzo Jack. So keep an eye on him next season. I think he'll be back fighting and a lot stronger.
He will, Mark. I reckon. I've got a sneaky suspicion Enzo was doing kind of like a preliminary season in the top, just to scope out his opponents. I would not be surprised next season that he comes back with an absolute bang.
Yeah, I think
he's improved so much.
Yeah, this is a recon mission for him. I think this season.
It's been absolutely scary how quickly Enzo has improved.
Yeah, so keep your eye on him, everybody, because he's definitely going to be coming back fighting strong. And then just behind him in 10th is we think he's Pericles, one of our Greek drivers, the only Greek driver we've got on grid actually tonight. We don't know where the others have gone. Maybe the visas have run out or something, or they're not allowed in France. Who knows? But he is all on his own down there in 10th, and so unfortunately only 10 on the grid. Now we have had a few retirees this season, but we won't dwell on that. We shall just get into it, shall we, and start this race.
Yes, onwards and upwards.
If I can press the right buttons, there we go. Let's get this race underway then. So 12 laps around Circuit de la Sarthe as Brisbane takes us around that final chicane and looks at crossing the line. We just went for the klaxon to go. And I think it must have gone. I didn't hear it, but then again, I am slightly deaf.
I don't have a tune for this track, I'm afraid, Mark.
You don't know? That's something we've got to sort out.
I've never been round here, so this is the first.
Oh, of course,
time
you said you.
These guys. I know you said the other week. It's like, get on, go round it, but no, I haven't. So I'm absolute novice in terms of how this layout. Other than watching Le Mans 66, I don't know anything about this track.
And you've never raced it, which is a real surprise. But okay, then we'll do the onboard lap with somebody a little bit later on, so you get a bit of a view of it. So as everybody gets themselves around for the first few turns, and now on to the Mulsanne Straight. Now then, this is one of the famous ones. I'm sure you've got some information about that one. I think we've got the double chicane as well. Yeah, I'm just looking at the map at the top right hand side. So it does include the two chickens on the Mulsanne Straight. The first one being the Forza chicane. It turns 9, 10, 11 as Brisbane just hitting it now, taking that turn at around 70 miles an hour in this Lamborghini. Motorstorm still hot on his tail. Panic at the Tesco in third. Then Victor, Fitzy, Matty Older, Osman and Enzo Jack make up the top 8 at the minute. Now the slipstream is all important on this track. if the gap opens up and you lose that slip, then you were just going to keep falling further and further behind.
Hey Mark.
Yes.
You know what we've been saying all season about the slipstreams being quite
Yeah.
Hey, they've got long enough straights now, haven't they, for the slipstream to work?
So hopefully they'll work. Hopefully they'll work this time around. So
did you call the what do you call the chicanes? The chickens? Is that what they're called?
I called them. I called them chickens instead of chicanes. No, the first one is the Forza chicane. Then we're on to the Michelin chicane, and we're just coming up to a Mulsanne corner. That I think is turn 15. A very tight right-hander. Brisbane getting round there. Very easy to drift out to the left on that track, and it's also very easy to spin at this one as you try and get the power down very, very quickly. Who should we jump on board? Let's jump on board with Victor, shall we? As we stare at the back end of Panic at the Tesco's car. Quick look behind us, and then we've got Fitzy. He's not flashing his lights, he's just going over the bumps, which making the lights flicker. So heading down towards Indianapolis is one of the next most famous turns. Mark, this one is the one we're just coming up to now is Indianapolis at turn 16, 17, 18, almost like a chicane. Again, you've got this gravel track there out there on the right that if you get on that, it just stops the car completely dead. And then the next probably famous set of turns, as you can see a big sign there saying Porsche. We are going to be entering the Porsche curves very shortly. So you can see that Victor trying to keep up with the guys in front, as is everybody else just behind. So we've got quite a steady stream at the minute.
We have. So, did you say that this course has got 38 corners?
Apparently it's got 38 turns on this course.
Oh, okay. Is this little bit here, is that classed as a turn?
Well, do you know what? Like I say, I can't find a lot of these turns, and I think every little kink in the road they've classed as a turn.
Okay,
so because it's, like I say, 85% of the track is full throttle. A lot of it is on the straights. So I think every little kink in the road they've classed as a turn.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'll tell you what we need to do, Mark. Okay, so we need to go down through the tyres. So we know Brisbane's on the medium, so we need to have a look. So get a grasp of what strategies are going to happen in this race. So
we'll have a look. I mean, we're sort of looking at around just about 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes a lap. The tyres are going to suffer. You can see Motorstorm Hero, he's on the mediums. Now these two are starting to pull a bit of a gap back to Panic on the mediums as well. Then we've got Victor also on the mediums, as is Fitzy. Enzo is on the softs now. He's making progress. He started at the back, didn't he? And I think in 9th, he's now up to 6th, and he's putting Fitzy under all sorts of pressure. We'll just stick with these two just for a few seconds. Now then, as we're coming up,
I'm not one to pry, but
yeah.
on this type of track where most of it's straight line speed, are the softs, they be the right tyre to go on the get-go?
Well, I think the softs are going to wear out very quickly. You can see that, unfortunately, Fitzy picked up half a second there. I was going to say, we were just coming up to a corner called Tetre Rouge, and turn 8. And it's very easy to pick a penalty up, just as Fitzy has done. As far as the tyres goes, I think these soft tyres that Enzo's running, you're probably going to be looking around about 3 laps. And you're going to start to suffer. But Enzo Jack now making that move on Fitzy.
Yeah, he's going to do him. Fitzy's got a half-second penalty. Obviously novice to this track. So where is the penalty line for this one, Mark?
The penalty zone actually is it's just after in Indianapolis and on Arge at turn 18. So you know where we were looking at the Porsche banner, the Porsche bridge?
Oh, okay.
As you come out of the tight right-hander on Arge at turn 18, the penalty zone is just after that. So it's you've got to carry it quite a long way. So Fitzy with that half second is being caught, I think, by Osman on the medium tyres as well. Just behind him, Matty Older also with a half a second penalty. Again, I would suspect picked up at Tetre Rouge at turn 8. Then we've got Dyson. Not quite sure what's happened to Dyson. He's down in 8th with Pericles in ninth, also carrying a penalty. Oh, poor old Enzo.
I was just about to say, hang on a minute, because Enzo was 6th and now he's 10th. So what's happened?
Oh, there we go.
Which part's this, Mark?
Now this was at the second chicane. This was at the Michelin chicane. Very easy for the back end to come round. Exactly what's happened there.
You know what? It's going to be a long night for Enzo again, Mark. But do you know what? The worst case scenario is 10th place, which is still good points to pick up anyway.
He can just concentrate on kicking up some grass there. It's like a dog scratching the dog scratching the grass there, kicking it up. But Enzo, yeah, unlucky for Enzo. He's dropped the slipstream now. He's got damage at the front. He's on those soft tyres. But as you say, just treat it as a bit of a recon thing now. Get head down and just try and get some fast laps in, I think. Just try and improve on your lap time. But these chicanes, especially that one, the Michelin chicane, as you come out of there, if you get down on the power just a little bit too early, same as this corner here that we're going through at the Mulsanne corner, again, very easy to get the power down too quickly and the back end will just come round on you, as Enzo Jack found out. So
it's rotten luck for Enzo, but like I said, the worst case scenario, he's going to end up 10th. So he's still going to grab valuable points. Like I said, there's a few guys that are not racing the last race. So,
well, Brisbane just taking us around on Arch at turn 18. Now you can see the yellow markers there for the penalty zone, and Brisbane already pulling away from Motorstorm. So Brisbane looking to break that slipstream, and now then, a bit of confusion over the slipstream for me. I always thought it was about 8 tenths. You've got to be within 8 tenths of the car in front, but I've since been told it's about 1.2 seconds. And I'm pretty sure Brisbane is more than 1.2 seconds ahead of Motorstorm.
Well, you said that Brisbane had qualified at least 2.6 seconds ahead.
Yeah.
He clearly knows this track, Mark. So he's extending his lead. And
he's enjoying it.
We're not going to do the commentator's curse, are we?
No, we're not. Oh, no. We're not doing any of that on the last lap.
No, we're not going to do that at all.
The other good thing about this track is as well, we always get night time. It's always night time in France when you come over it. It starts off nice and goes dark. As we see, Dyson can have a look around the outside into the chicane, but backs out at the last minute. Oh, now then, why have we got a yellow flag? Let's have a look what's happened. Oh no, Motorstorm! No! Let's have a look. What has happened to Motorstorm as he heads towards the chicane, the Ford chicane? Now then, has he too much curb, do you think? Yeah, round we go. And a big old kiss with Barrier onto the gravel. That's going to slow him down as well. Dirty tyres. Oh, what a shame for Motorstorm. He is, yeah, what a shame. He's gone from second down to 6, and he's got Matty Older all over the back of him now. Although Matty's carrying that half a second penalty, that is not what Motorstorm wanted on lap 3. What an absolute shame for him. Now then, we will jump on board for the next lap with somebody. We'll probably go around with Brisbane, actually, out in front. We're just going to stay with Matty and Motorstorm. Motorstorm's sorted the damage out, gathered his composure, and he's back on it. Now then, they are just about to come up to Tetre Rouge now, and we'll go on board. This is the turn where you're going to pick up the penalties. If you drift out there too far to the left, and I think Motorstorm did it very nicely, actually. But that is a favourite for picking up a penalty there. But look at Matty Older in that slipstream. Now, no bump drafting allowed in the Ultimate Racing League unless it has been agreed with the host at the beginning. So Matty is...
It's just an out-and-out drag. But the only thing is that Matty's got to pull back in front of Motorstorm, so now Motorstorm's going to get that slipstream.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, Matty had no choice there. He had to make the move. Which has just got Motorstorm back into the slipstream just before the turn, which is why he's able to get that move done. But this Mulsanne Straight, actually, now we've got just over a mile between these two chicanes. So the first chicane, the Forza chicane, and the Michelin chicane, it is a mile. It's like a drag race, isn't it?
It is. It is a drag race, and as we've seen, obviously the slipstream's not exactly
Brilliant.
Very effective. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look at, sorry to interrupt, look at Dyson having a go at Matty as well as they get into the chicane and pulls that one off. What a great move from Dyson, but we've said it before, Matty now slots into the slipstream just behind Dyson, and he's going to have to make a move. But Dyson, all he's got to do really is just stay, if he can stay in front of Matty, all the better. But even if Matty does pick up the slipstream and makes the move on him, Dyson just has to slot in behind, stay with Matty. As Matty serves that half a second penalty, Dyson would just regain that 7th position anyway. And just looking behind, Pericles has got a half a second, and so has Enzo Jack.
Enzo's got one. Enzo's not having a good night tonight, is he, Mark?
Talk about rubbing salt in it. Poor old Enzo. I really feel for him. At the back, he's already had a spin. He's now picked up a 1 second penalty. He will be absolutely cursing. We're going to go back up to our leader. He's not quite at the start finish yet. So this is Brisbane, just going through Indianapolis up towards Arnage for the 3rd time. Tyres are looking okay. About quarter of a tank of fuel, so it could well be the fuel that's going to keep bringing these guys into the pits to change of tyres next time round. Although the tyres, like I say, are looking good for Brisbane actually at the minute. And look at the gap he's got now over Panic at the Tesco. Has now moved up into 2nd after that mistake from Motorstorm.
He's like a master craftsman, isn't he, Brisbane? He knows how to manage
he
his
is.
fuel, he knows how to manage his tyres.
He's loving it, and
jack of all trades. So
absolutely.
fair play to him. So
Absolutely.
Very worthy. You know, I'm not going to do the commentator's curse, Brisbane. So you carry on as you are. But look how far he's ahead of Panic, and it's just unfortunate, really, isn't it, for Motorstorm to have that incident, because it takes that pressure off Brisbane, and now Brisbane can just basically concentrate. He's got nobody in his rearview mirror. He's like, right, okay, let's see how quick I can go round.
Well, we'll stay on board with him, shall we? We said we'd do a lap, so let's do a lap then with Brisbane as we take the first couple of turns, and we're going to head up towards the Dunlop curve. You can tell it's a Dunlop curve because there's a great big bridge over it which says Dunlop on it. So through the Dunlop curve into the S's, we'll just pick out some notable corners as we go through, because as I say, there's supposed to be 38 turns on this track, but I can't find them. So from a driver's eye view then, as we're heading up towards Tetre Rouge at turn 8, now as I mentioned earlier, this is where it's very easy to pick a penalty up. Take as much of that right hand section as you can and push the car out to the left, but not too far. Now we're on to the Mulsanne Straight, heading towards Forza Chicane, which is the first one at turns 9, 10 and 11. Just looking for the brake markers on the left hand side. I think they're on the right as well, but I tend to look at the ones on the left. You've got the 300, 200 and the 100. There's the 2, there's the 100, and then onto the brakes to get in there. Again, another place where you can pick up penalties as well. People tend to ride the curves, but I think you've got to stay within those white lines. It's I think this is actually a road course as well, so hence all the white lines everywhere. Then we're on to the next bit of straight. This is still the Mulsanne Straight. This is the part where it is a mile long, or just over just 1.04 miles in between these two chicanes. And again, looking for those countdown markers, get to about the 100 metre board and then bang on the brakes, taking it nice and steady. This is where Enzo decided to take a bit of a spin, but Brisbane got through there okay. And again, back on the power all the way now down towards Mulsanne corner, where you really do have to get the car slowed down. This corner is quite treacherous when it rains, and well, fingers crossed, it may rain here. It usually does, but we shall see. Again, into the braking zone, get this Lamborghini slowed right down to make that turn. Use as much of that on the left as you can, and again back on the power. We mentioned at the start 85% of this track is full throttle. Now, you've never driven this track, have you, Mark? So what do you think?
Looks scary, Mark. Would I say I want to drive around this in a Group 3? Probably not, because it seems very, very long. I'd imagine that this De La Sarthe is more suited to what would you say, LMP1s, Group 2s, something like that.
Yeah, some quick cars. Yeah.
I think I have seen on a few occasions where they do the World Endurance Championship where you get to see the cars go around, especially on well, the film that's named after the game, Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo.
Where we got to watch the boys, Jan Mardenburg, that drive around the track. I know it's only a film, but it's based in real life. But how quick they are compared to the GT3s. But no, it's good.
It's a good. I mean, this section now. This is a fantastic section if you can get it right. Full throttle through here, Brisbane. Just a little bit of a lift just to get the car to turn in. And then into the left-hander again. You don't want to drift too far out to the right, otherwise you're going to pick a penalty up there. And I think Brisbane's going to be coming into the pit, so he's probably going to stay to the right-hand side now. And you'll see the pit entry just about here. There we go. And into the pits goes our race leader, and it looks like daylight again all of a sudden.
I've never seen the pit entry for this mark, so yeah.
There it is, and if you don't hit the brakes at the end of that little straight, look, there's another little chicane there, so full of chicane. So everybody's going to be hitting the pit stop now. So as they all start to back in, or not back in, but back up. So Matty Older in 8th, he's into the pits. Enzo and Pericles.
Well, so
we've been told not much volume. So Pete's saying not much volume.
For who? For you or?
Well, I don't know. I've just had a note coming up saying not much volume. So I'm not sure where that's coming from. Which one, Pete? Give us tell us who is the quiet one. If it's both of us, it may be your end. You may just have to turn the volume up a little bit. Apologies for that. We've not made any changes to anything we normally do. So as we see the pit crew get to work on Brisbane's car, the fuel going in now. He should be filling it up to the top because what's the point in putting anything less in? You're not going to get very far with it. So race leader then, Brisbane, back out on track. He's decided to go for the hard tyres for his second stint of this race. We're on lap 5 then. So there we go. It wasn't the tyres that pushed everybody into the pits, it was the fuel.
No. So unfortunately, by the looks of it, Mark, as well, is they all look to be on the same strategy.
Yeah, well, like I say, the tyres are not going to make any difference whatsoever, are they? It is fuel.
Fuel, isn't it? So the fuel's going to force them all in on, what should we say, have a gamble, lap 10, maybe?
Yeah.
Some might come in on lap 8.
Well, just to interrupt you there, Mark, look at Motorstorm. He has actually made his way back up to 4th. He dropped, didn't he? Right down to about, was it 8th or something? When he had that spin just at the last chicane, at the Ford chicane. Now up to 4th and really putting Victor under a lot of pressure. Victor up to 3rd. Panic at the Tesco's in 2nd. Victor 3rd. Victor's on the hard tyres now. So is Motorstorm. Fitzy. So it looks like everybody. Oh no, Matty Older's onto the softs. Let me just go back up to Brisbane and see what. So Brisbane on the hard tyres, Panic at the Tesco on softs, then everybody behind him, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 guys behind him are on the softs, and then the hards, and then the next one is Matty Older on the softs.
Okay, so what's Enzo and Pericles? So Enzo's on the hards, and Pericles is also on the hards.
Pericles on the hards, so yeah, he seems to be just carrying that round with him, doesn't he, for every lap, unfortunately. Like I say, there are a few key spots on this track where you are prone to be picking up these penalties. They really are annoying, and you have to carry it round for most of the track as well.
It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate, Mark. We are obviously there's 12 laps on this. Would you like to know a little bit of what it needs to do?
I was just about to say, have you got any information for us about the Circuit de la Sarthe?
I do, as always. Google is our best friend, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
In the flick of a minute, I was like, damn, I need some information. Okay, so here we are, the Circuit de la Sarthe, home of the 24-hour Le Mans since 1923. So what's that, 102 years old? 102,
nearly 103 years old. Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
These tracks.
Wow.
A lot of these tracks you've been to, like well over 100 years old.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of like...
And the tarmac still looks better than my local street.
Same as. So this started as a, pardon, I think kilometres to miles. I can't convert. So it was a 17-kilometre public road circuit, which miles, you're probably, what's that, 15 miles, 14 miles, something like that?
Yeah, I can't convert it off the top of my head.
Like that, anyway. So it started as a 17-kilometre public road circuit, combining existing roads with purpose-built sections to test, of all things, car endurance. So it evolved from early dirt, macadam surfaces to asphalt, with major safety-driven modifications like adding chicanes, as you say, to the Mulsanne Straight in 1990 to tame extreme speeds. Because we all, obviously, the Group 1 cars and stuff, the speeds they can do down the straights is phenomenal, as well as these guys in the Group 3s as well. So its history does reflect evolving automotive technology, so a bit like Nürburgring, with its layout continuously adapted for safety, while remaining a legendary test of speed and reliability. So, origins of this track pre-1923. So, 1906, the area hosted France's first Grand Prix on a large temporary public circuit. So, yeah.
Well, we're just Vodka Rob's joined us as well. So, hello to Vodka Rob. He said hello, M&M. He's also given us a little bit of information as well. And if you have a look, I think we're just coming up to it now. The Dunlop Bridge, there it is, right on cue. Vodka Rob, it says it's been the Dunlop Bridge since 1923, and they're changing it to Goodyear, so it won't be the Dunlop Bridge anymore, it'll be the Goodyear Bridge. So thank you for that, Rob. Thank you for that bit of information.
Thank you, Rob.
Every day's a school day, as we say.
Every day is a school
Now
day.
then, Dyson went very wide there. Now let's just see if he picked a penalty up or not. Yeah, I thought he had. So he's gone through the Tetre Rouge, that turn 5 I was telling you about, that it's very easy to pick a penalty up. And it's this one here, just as Enzo Jack's about to go through. Let's just see if he may get a penalty as well. Let's hope he didn't.
Well, I'd hope.
I think he got away with it. I think he...
Sorry. Rotten start so far, hasn't he? So
yeah.
I hope he doesn't.
So he did get away with it. He did get away with it, which I'm glad about. He just looked like he crossed that white line, but he's managed to get away with that one. So, Vodka Rob saying, great to see you guys live as well. Yeah, well, we thought as this is the last race of the season, we'd do this one live. The technology seems to be holding up okay for us, so fingers crossed it carries on that way. Back up to our race leader then, and it is Brisbane. Well, he's just out there having a jolly. He's probably got the radio on, he's got the window down. Let's have a look, can we see it? He's got his elbow out the window. He's just enjoying the view, isn't he? Panic at the Tesco is behind him, he can just about see him.
I was going to say, he's not what would you say, probably about 10 car lengths behind?
Yeah, it's difficult to see as well. Now then, for some reason, we haven't got a fastest lap on screen either, but I can imagine it's going to be Brisbane. There, if we have a look at the right-hand side at his lap count, 401.8.
Yeah, purple sector, so yeah, it'll be Brisbane, won't it?
Yeah, Panic... yeah, Panic at the Tesco's fastest lap so far is a 403. That was on lap 2. And then we're on lap 6, so he did that on the mediums then, because he's now switched to the softs, which are starting to show signs of wear. But as we saw earlier, it's not the tyres that are bringing people in, it's the fuel. So Panic, it does look like he's getting closer, doesn't it? Yeah, there we go, purple sector. Wow. So Panic at the Tesco is trying to catch up to the back of Brisbane. Brisbane at the minute can afford to take it easy. He's not pushing the tyres too hard, maybe even doing a bit of fuel saving. I'm just having a look at the old rev bar at the bottom there to see if he was short shifting, but he looks like he's just enjoying himself there at the minute, isn't he, Brisbane?
He is. And do you know what? Go back to where we've been now told that Dunlop Curve is now going to be, that's synonymous, isn't it, for decades.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it as Dunlop Curve.
Well, Dunlop Curve actually appears on quite a few tracks, to be honest. I think it appears on a couple of the Japanese tracks as well. I'm not sure if it's It might be Fuji, I think.
It doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it? Dunlop curve, Michelin curve.
Or Goodyear. Goodyear, I think it's going to be.
Oh, is it Goodyear?
We'll have to call it the Goodyear Bend or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Put a bigger bid in, didn't they, Mark?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That one.
Yeah. We'll have that one. So we're just following Victor at the minute. He's just been passed by Motorstorm, who is, well, it's got to be said, actually, Motorstorm is having an absolute fantastic race, right up to the point that he got that 1 second penalty. But he was second. He started second on the grid. He followed Bruce around for most of the time, then had that awful spin coming out of Ford chicane. Found himself down in 6th, 7th or 8th. Fought his way back up to 3rd. So he's actually having a pretty good race, to be fair, although he's got that 1 second penalty. So Victor's going to be encouraged by that.
I think by the time Motorstorm serves that penalty, I think Victor alone, he will get past him, won't he?
I think he will.
Sure about the other guys.
Yeah, I think Victor will get by. I don't think Dyson's quite close enough, and I'm not sure he's in the slipstream of Victor yet either. So Victor should be able to get a little bit closer to Motorstorm. I think he is definitely in the slipstream, and we'll see as they get onto the Mulsanne Straight now for the 7th time. So 5 laps to go.
Yeah.
Gives us a chance to have a look at some of the cars. Oh, look at this. We have a bit of a battle going on now. There's Osmond in 6th. Fitzy in 7th with Matty Older in 8th. Now Matty's just going to sit there. He's not going to go 3 wide. Dyson just leading this little group of 4 into the chicane. And almost Matty and Osmond side by side. Fitzy as well. This is good stuff. Here.
This is what we want to see, Mark, because I was a little bit concerned about De La Sarthe, that, because it's so many long straights and, well, as what I learned tonight, 38 turns. I don't know where they are, but
yeah.
I was going to be a bit concerned that it was going to be too spread out.
Yeah,
boring. But
a lot of the races are.
Together, that's brilliant. Yeah, race on, boys. Race on.
A lot of the races are, Mark. You're dead right there. With a lot of the races we cover at La Sarthe, the guys do tend to spread out, and the races aren't great. But these guys, as you said, quite really race on. Osmond giving it to Fitzy at the minute, who is chasing Dyson. Dyson giving a bit of slipstream to the 3 guys behind him. Although Osmond is in a bit of a penalty sandwich there with Fitzy and Matty Older, both with half a second. So I know out of those 4 cars, who's got the biggest smile on his face at the minute, and that is going to be Osmond. Now then, penalty is going to be served any second now.
Is this where it's served, Mark? Is this where it's served?
I'm just trying to work out where we are. No, not yet. No, sorry, not yet. We've got another. We're just coming down towards Indianapolis. Now, as we go through Indianapolis and starting up the hill towards just when we turn right, we'll stick with these guys just so we can see. So Fitzy, Matty Older, both got to serve a penalty. Osmond, I think he's quite happy to just sit there at the minute. You can see the bar starting to fill up.
Yeah, I think so. So, do you know what? I think Matty Older. I think Matty's had a pretty good race, to be fair.
Oh no, he has. He's picked up another half second, so that's going to drop him even further. So we'll stay with Osman as Fitzy serves his penalty. Matty serves his as well.
Matty served that straight away as well. So he
yes, yeah.
Picked up another half second and he served it straight away.
He served it.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Matty.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say that you're doing really well. You're doing terrible. Hopefully, then he doesn't get any more penalties. Yeah.
No, we don't want any more penalties from Matty. He served his 1 second. That's just dropped him off the pace of the guys up ahead. So that 4-way battle has now turned into a 3. Oh, and Dyson's picked up half a second as well. So Osman again, that smile is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger on his face as Dyson picks up a penalty. Now that as we have a look at the fuel, everybody came in at the end of lap 4, didn't they? So it will be another lap then. We're probably looking at them all pitting again. So Osman, he will.
I thought lap 10, but maybe that's optimistic then. So
I think the fuel was looking very low, wasn't it? Unless some of the guys have been doing some fuel management. Now then, it would really be in Osman's interest if he could get in front of Dyson before they get to that penalty zone. As it looks like it's getting dark again now. Is that dark because night time's falling, or is it dark because the rain's on its way?
I'm not sure. It depends what the host has picked. Whether they want to go through daylight, nighttime, daylight, nighttime.
It would be fantastic to see a bit of rain, wouldn't it?
It would. I mean, have you done your rain dance, Mark?
No, Scott. Well, I've been doing it, yeah. But Vodka Rob just asking Scott. No, we've got no Scott tonight.
No.
We don't know why. There's been some trouble at the borders, and I think a lot of the airport people were on strike, and it stopped a lot of planes coming in with the cars, Rob. So I think Scott must have got caught up in that, along with some of the Greek guys as well. So
that's right. Maybe they didn't learn their French, Mark. So like, parlez anglais.
There we go. Sorry, Mark. There we go. Osman has made a. Well, I'm going to say he's made the pass on Dyson, but Dyson is actually fighting back now. So now we've got them side by side. This is up straight into the first of the chicanes. Dyson gets there first, just ahead of Osman. Fitzy has managed to catch up to the back of Osman again. Where is Matty? Oh, Matty is he's not up there in that fight anymore. He needs to get a bit of a hurry up.
He's dropped off. I feel lost because as we said, it's like I've never been round here, and it's so alien to me. I don't know where anyone is. Good job that you know this track, because I'm not.
Well, they're just coming up to the second of the chicanes, the Michelin chicane. This one's on the Mulsanne Straight. Now we've got another short stint of.
Somebody's just gone off.
Oh, it's Fitzy.
Oh, no. He's been having such a good race as well.
Oh no, Fitzy. Let's have a look. Let's get the drone cam to follow him.
It looks like he spun the rear wheels up, Mark.
Now this could be the same place that Enzo did his, because this is the Michelin chicane, and we were on about this one earlier because Enzo did the same thing on the exit. You get the power down too quickly, and the back end just wants to come round and overtake. And there we go, exactly the same thing.
That's like deja vu, carbon copy of what happened to Enzo.
Yeah, Enzo somehow managed to save the rear end coming round, but ended up in the other barrier. But yeah, that Michelin chicane, it catches so many out, and poor old Fitzy now.
That's seriously unlucky. Hopefully he can compose himself, and as we've seen with Enzo. He's still in the fight with a couple of the other guys.
Yeah, he'll get himself back into it. He'll get himself back into it. I'm just trying to stick with these two at the minute. It's about the closest battle we've got, I think. But Dyson carrying that half a second. Osman just behind him. Now, if Osman wants to be tactical here, he doesn't want to push too hard. He wants to just sit behind Dyson, because if he overtakes him, he's just going to give the slipstream back to Dyson again, who can make that move. But Dyson is carrying that half a second.
So he's had no choice. But do you know what the best thing to do?
That's a good move.
Well?
Sorry,
it is a good move, but sometimes, even when I've been racing, it's literally like I don't want to overtake you. So I'm just going to sit behind you.
Yeah.
You know when last season in the Mustangs we had was it Monza?
Monza, yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching your replays and you were saying, I've got so much fuel to spare that I could give it to the other guys.
Yeah.
That's because I was sitting behind him thinking,
Well, I think Osman did the right thing there. He made the move just before he got to Indianapolis, which meant that there was no slipstream for Dyson to get into before he had to serve his penalty. So that's just enabled Osman, just to open up a few car lengths gap between himself and Dyson now. Now then, everybody's going to be back in the pits again. We did say at the end of lap 8. And it is the fuel that's forcing them all in. So we're going to have a bit of a mad panic in the pit lane. So who should we stay with? Let's have a look. We'll go with Panic. Vodka Rob said Enzo had a great first half of the season. Yes, he did. He's fallen away a bit with the endurance races. Yeah, we were saying that earlier, Rob. I think maybe just before you joined that he's just sort of struggled a little bit towards the second half of the season, but he'll definitely come back fighting strong next season. I'm absolutely convinced of it. But let's have a look at Panic at the Tesco's pit crew. They don't look very rushed, do they? Bit of a trouble there with the wheel nut on the rear left.
Well, it's the French. Just hope they're not on strike, Mark.
Is that what it is? Well, there we go. The fuel's going in, and they don't seem in a rush, do they? But there we go. Brisbane is out.
They are quicker. They've changed the tyres and they filled the fuel up quicker than what the Aussies did in Bathurst.
Mark Eldridge is saying Tesco's. Panic at the Tesco's, yeah. I was just having a look to see how long the pit stop was. I'm struggling to see how long it is. 30.
I don't know. If you go down to Fitzy, you might find.
It's about 30 odd seconds, I think. No, it's longer than that, wasn't it? Yeah, it is. No, it's about 35 seconds. So altogether, about 35 seconds. So we'll go back up to the top and we'll have a look and see where everybody is. So pretty much as we started this race then, Brisbane out in front. The only difference is Panic at the Tesco and Motorstorm Hero have swapped over. Panic is currently sitting in second, now out on the hard tyres. Brisbane's got to be out on the softs. Yes, he is. Motorstorm also on the soft tyres.
Ooh, yeah. So, I mean, if you look between Brisbane and Panic, do you reckon Motorstorm will catch Panic? What's Panic?
Oh, sorry, I'm just getting sold. I can barely hear. He said he can barely hear me, so it's my. I don't. I don't know what's. Yeah, I can barely hear Mark. Well, that's either of us, isn't it?
Which one?
I don't know whether he's saying he can barely hear Mark or I can barely hear Mark.
Yeah,
I don't know. Sorry guys, we've not made any alterations to the sound or the volume or anything of the sort. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. We do check these things before we come on, and everything seems to be working all right. So I do apologise if you are struggling. Vodka Rob said he can hear us fine. Mark Eldridge, apologies if you can't hear us very well. I'm not quite sure what we need to alter, but yeah, you just have to whack the volume button up.
What do you mean? That's me.
You're Mark Eldridge.
Am I commenting?
Of course you're Mark Eldridge, aren't you? I think you're slightly quiet. Oh, just go.
Hang on. I know. Hang on.
Oh, we're getting all confused now, aren't we?
Am I commenting on our live channel?
You're commentating on my channel. That's what's going on.
I know who that is. That's that little git upstairs.
Is he?
I know that. That's my son. Yeah, he's watching live. So yeah.
Oh, there you go then.
That's
there we
go.
Boy up there. That sorted that out then. No swearing.
I've seen that, Harry.
No swearing.
I've seen that.
We've got it. We've got to the bottom of it. Oh, ouch, Osman. 3.5 seconds. Now I can only imagine that Osman has been hit with a pit lane penalty, and then he's gone through Tetre Rouge and picked up another half a second. So that's going to hurt his race now.
That's massive.
Yeah, I know. Vodka Robbie's laughing at us. Yeah, we're a bit like the Chuckle Brothers, aren't we? So yeah, sorry, you were saying, yeah, poor old Osman having made an absolute brilliant fight of it with Dyson, and who else was he fighting with earlier on? But 3.5 seconds, and here we go. Dyson gives him a wave as he goes by. It's just lucky that Matty Holder's got half a second to serve as well.
What's French for goodbye?
Oh, he's saying, your son's saying he can hear your loud voice downstairs, not cooking dinner.
Okay, Harry. Okay.
So you should be cooking dinner. So go and get that lasagna sorted. That's what he's saying.
Lasagna's been cooked. Okay.
You got lasagna. So Matty then with half a second in 7th. So yeah, everybody's sort of spreading out a little bit now. Then have we lost one? No, I thought we'd lost one. No, Pericles in 10th. So Brisbane still out in front and looking very, very comfortable with only 2 laps to go. 3 laps, sorry, we've got 3 laps to go. We were starting lap 10 now. So Brisbane out in front and looking very, very comfortable. Remember, I'm going to let everybody know the league table at the end of this race, so don't all disappear if you want to find out what the final results were.
I think Brisbane's on a Sunday evening cruise now, isn't he, Mark?
I think he is. Like I said earlier, he's got his elbow out the window. The tunes are playing, and he's loving it.
I'm hoping that Motorstorm
catches him.
He's got Victor right behind him, so Victor's not letting Motorstorm get away.
Yeah. So, well, it looks like we've just had, is it Sparks Theory? Not the Sparks Theory, surely, watching our stream. Well, if it is, I feel honoured, sir. And Vodka Rob says, fancy being trolled by your son.
Yeah, don't worry.
Don't worry. What's his name? Harry, is it?
Harry.
Yeah, well, you better go and hide. Yeah, you better go and hide. Dad's coming.
Yeah, Dad's coming, Harry.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's get back to the racing, shall we? So Brisbane, well, like we said. Oh, well, there we go. Sparks Theory is watching the stream. He says he has imposters, but it is me. Well, we are absolutely honoured to have you with us. It is great to have you here. Hope you're enjoying the racing, and I'm sure it's Brisbane that you've come to see. And there he is, out in front with, well, just oodles and oodles of space behind him. Panic at the Tesco still in second, Motorstorm in third. Not really catching up to the back of Panic, is he? No, we can see him, but he's not there.
No, but it's enough. I reckon that is enough for Panic to look in the rearview mirror to see that Motorstorm of all people there.
Yeah, I think he's going to get through this one. Okay, so the top three then: Brisbane, Panic, and Motorstorm. Victor, good race for Victor. You know, I said at the beginning I thought he was going to shred his tyres on this track, but he's really put in a good shift, hasn't he? And he's holding on to fourth with Motorstorm in his sights. Actually, Victor on the soft tyres as well as Motorstorm. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting run-in on the final couple of laps.
It will be. I reckon I'm going to be quite interested to see Victor versus Motorstorm. Victor seems closer to the Motorstorm than Motorstorm does to Panic.
Yeah.
You've got 2 laps to go. Unless Panic decides to panic and have an off, I reckon we could be in for a close with that marbles everywhere.
It has happened, has it? It happened earlier, didn't it, with Motorstorm? So you never know. Victor's just got to stick in there and keep going. He's not that far off the slipstream, to be fair. So Motorstorm needs to keep an eye on his rearview mirror. So yeah, keep going, Victor. Dyson in fifth now. He's managed to. Well, he's sort of got rid of the attention from Oz, having Oz served that 3.5 second penalty. Well, look at Oz. He is really pushing now, isn't he?
Mate, go for it.
He's got to go for it, hasn't he? He got very squirrely there as we came out of Indianapolis, but well, yeah, like you say, he's got to go for it. You're asking who Panic at the Tesco is? Panic at the Tesco. Well, we don't give real names out on here, but he's actually. Do you know what? I think it's a fantastic name. Panic at the Tesco. What a brilliant name. I did ask him how he got it. I can't remember what he told me, but yeah, fantastic name. Matty Older in seventh. He's coming under a bit of attention from Fitzy. It looks like Fitzy's actually got the job done there. In fact, it looked like Matty just moved over to let Fitzy through. Let's have a look. Matty on the hard tyres. Oh, Fitzy's on the softs, that's why. So maybe a bit of a message across the radio there from Fitzy.
Oh, finally, Mark, on lap 10, we've actually finally got a fastest lap.
Oh, we found, yes, we have. We've got a fastest lap, which has been missing for ages, and now Motorstorm has just nicked it off of Brisbane. So Brisbane is not going to be a happy boy, is he? Let's have a look. It is Motorstorm, fastest man on track at the minute with a 4:01.2. Probably being pushed on by the fact that he's been chased by Victor, but look how close that Motorstorm has got to Panic at the Tesco now. Now we've got a race on our hands because we are on lap 11 of 12 here at Circuit de la Sarthe. It doesn't look like the rain's coming. There's a glorious sunset there, but Motorstorm on an absolute charge. He's not going to catch Brisbane, but...
Where's this come from, Mark? Because, it was only like a lap ago that I was saying I was expecting Victor and Motorstorm to have a battle.
Well, do you know what? I can
got this from?
I can only imagine that Panic has had a bit of an issue somewhere, and that is why Motorstorm was able... Where's he gone? There he is. And what a shot that is. But yeah, Panic's just going to drop in now.
I thought he would drop right back in behind him. Why wouldn't you do that? Come on,
well,
Panic, come on.
He needs to just drop in behind, doesn't he? So into the chicane we go then, and Motorstorm tries to get on after Brisbane. He's not going to quite get there now then. So Vodka Rob just saying you've just got another sub, Sparks. Your stuff looks really entertaining. Oh, so Sparks has joined us, and Rob has already subbed to Sparks, which is good. Yeah, everybody get over there and have a look at Sparks Series channel. Some fantastic stuff over there.
I don't know, you know, humbled as I am, I don't know who Sparks is. So
he's very quick guy on YouTube. Some fantastic races he has over there, and yeah, I've subbed to it.
Is he a celebrity or like like a
Oh, an
YouTuber,
absolute celebrity, yeah, an absolute celebrity on. Yeah, yeah, he's always up there in the top races. You need to go over and go over there and
humble. Yeah,
check.
absolutely
Yeah,
humble.
absolutely.
Absolutely, he's come to the M&M show.
This is what I'm saying. I'm privileged. He's actually come and joined us on this stream. So yeah, great to have him over. Up there in the top split with the likes of some of the other YouTubers, Rory and Digit, people like that. Regularly races those.
Well,
so,
thank you very much for joining.
Motorstorm then in second, lap 11 of 12. Brisbane has long gone and has already told the guys in the pits to get the kettle on and get them sandwiches made. He is on his way. Well, I don't think he's going to kettle, do you? I think he's going to have a bit of a big old glass of champagne for Brisbane. Motorstorm in second. Now, Panic at the Tesco. He's not letting Motorstorm get away, is he? So he wants to put up a bit of a fight. Panic on the hard tyres, although they will be up to temperature now, and he'll start finding some grip in those tyres, whereas Motorstorm is the opposite. He's going to start losing grip. There we see, bit squirrely there as we came out of Arnage through the penalty zone under the Porsche banner, and we're heading now towards the Porsche S's. So Motorstorm is going to do everything he can to hold on to P2. Panic at the Tesco in P3, but Victor, he fancies a bit of champagne as well, doesn't he? And getting himself up on the podium. Let's have a look at the tyres. So, well, Motorstorm and Victor tyres are about the same. The only thing here is that Panic is on the hard tyres, but as I say, they're up to temperature, and he's going to find some grip in there now.
He will, but as you said on a few races ago, yeah, the hard tyres might be up to temperature, but they're nothing in terms of grip compared to the softs. So maybe we will be looking at Panic versus Victor for the last podium spot.
Well, what do we go for then? Do we go for warm softs or slightly warm hards?
I'd say this track specifically, I'll probably say warm softs myself, because look, he is really close to Panic.
Well, they're just about to start. Well, they have started. Sorry, Mark. They have started the final lap, and Panic at the Tesco is he's looking at a podium finish, but Victor has got other ideas. We're just going to have a look down the grid from the top just one last time. So Brisbane long gone now. As he comes around Teche Rouge then for the final time onto the Mulsanne Straight. Motorstorm Hero in second at the moment. Panic at the Tesco in third with Victor in fourth. We will come back to these very shortly. Dyson in fifth. Osman sixth. Not that far behind actually. Then we've got Fitzy in seventh. Few car lengths gap between himself and Matty. Oh, look at Matty and Enzo Jack. This is what we wanted. Enzo Jack having a right good scrap with Matty Older. Matty Older on the hard tyres. Enzo Jack on, what's Enzo on? I forgot what Enzo's on. He's on the mediums. Yes, he's on the mediums.
Yeah, I think that's done dusted. Enzo on the mediums, Matty on the hard.
Matty on the hard. He's got no real, he can't really fight that, and I don't think he really bothered, did he?
Up, but, as we've seen all season, he's not been really effective in these cars, have they? So.
No. And then we've got Pericles down in 10th, but still going. So that's what we like to see. That's what the Ultimate Racing League is all about. People getting on track. They're still going, whether they're at the front or the back, and just enjoying the racing. So back up to the top then with Brisbane as he goes through the second of the chicanes, the Midland chicane on the Mulsanne Straight for the final time, heading towards Mulsanne Corner. I'm just going to take this a very quick opportunity to say thank you to every single one of the guys on track for giving us such a fantastic season. Whether you have been right at the pointy end or you've been down at the other end, it has been absolutely fantastic to watch you guys race. And I also want to say thank you to yourself as well, Mark, for joining me for well, a good 2/3 of it. It's been absolutely a pleasure to have you with us. I hope you've enjoyed it.
It's been great, hasn't it? A little bit nervous at first, commentating, don't really know what to say, but with you, it kind of flows a lot really well. So,
well, you've jumped into it like a duck to water, as they say. So hopefully, yes. we will see you flying solo and doing your own replay commentary very soon.
Yes,
who knows?
Yeah,
Who knows?
I'll give it some thought. Who knows? Who knows? We'll
As,
have a little chat about that, Mark. So.
We do. We've had a change. I'm sorry, Mark. We have had a change in the front. So the podium,
yeah.
the podium has altered slightly. It is now Victor has moved up into third. Panic at the Tesco has had to concede and drop down into fourth. He's on those hard tyres. Victor on the very worn softs. I'm just going to go back up to the top. Yeah, Brisbane not quite there yet. So this battle is still raging. This is going to be a fight to the finish for these guys in third and fourth. Victor in third at the minute. Panic at the Tesco in fourth. Dyson in fifth, but he's just too far back. We're going to go back up to the top now, and we are going to follow the race leader. He's started on pole position for the 8th time this season, and well, he was untouchable, wasn't he, right from the off.
He's been untouchable, Mark, and do you know what, today, because it's Christmas, I reckon that Brisbane's basically put this race to bed because he wants that turkey.
That's what they're doing in the pits for him. He's doing his turkey sandwiches.
I was going to say, it was that turkey roast. Yeah.
And across the line goes Brisbane, and what a fantastic race for him. Motorstorm Hero. Well, you know what? I've got to say, driver of the day for me for Motorstorm Hero, especially after his early spill. What a race he's had to get himself up there on the podium in second place. And Panic at the Tesco. Do you know what?
To go back, Mark.
We are going to go back. We are definitely going to go back and have a look at this one, because where are we going to go to? Because there we go. Victor was in third, but there we go. Panic at the Tesco into the slipstream. Let's get a decent camera angle, shall we? Almost side by side.
Wow.
It did get a little bit. He did. It got a bit touchy-feely, but Panic at the Tesco, what a great overtake to get himself into P3. And that's. Well done. That's a fantastic racing from Panic at the Tesco. He wanted that, didn't he? Nothing that Victor could do about it. He is fighting back now as we get towards the chicane, and Victor's having another look at the inside. Is he going to go for it? Well, we know he didn't in the end, but what a fantastic effort from Victor. You've got to say.
Even though when you look at it, okay, yeah, Panic's on the podium, but that's still a very exceptional race from Victor.
Yeah.
He's got to take you out.
Brilliant stuff from Victor.
He didn't get the champagne, but you know what? Congratulations.
Dyson is going to bring it home in fifth. Another good race from Dyson. Good solid display from Dyson. Osman, well, he did everything he could. It was a pity he got that 3.5 second penalty. Otherwise, I think he could have been up there somewhere.
It was, but do you know what? It's a great goodbye.
And look at this as a race to the finish between Matty and Fitzy. Matty gets 7th, Fitzy gets 8th. Shall we go back? It's the last race. Let's have a look. It was Fitzy and so Fitzy in. He was actually, was it? What's happening? What's happening behind? That's as Enzo's not that far. But well, it was a good exit out of that chicane, and there we go. And Fitzy.
Do you know what? I reckon Fitzy was playing it safe there.
Yeah, he just didn't want to spin, but
spin, but it cost him a place. But
it did.
Unlucky. Well
Fitzy 8th, Enzo 9th, and Pericles in 10th. So, right, I did say I was going to bring you the final table, so don't all go rushing off. As I'll just get me a bit of paper as we're just following Pericles through the final chicane and across the line.
That's it. Don't go running off everybody, because Mark has got the final results and he's got the table results. Is that right?
So there we go. All 10 races, all 10 weeks taken place, and well, no surprises for guessing who has actually finished on top. It is Brisbane with 346 points. So
it was very around. Though, Mark, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. You don't. Do you know what, mate? You don't start on pole 8 times and not win the championship. So well done to Briz. In second place with 200. In second place with 290 points is Motorstorm Hero, and what a fantastic end of the season he's had. So thoroughly deserved his second spot. Scott, who was actually absent today, still managed to get third in the league table with 235 points. Yeah, so well done to Scott.
Congratulations, Scott.
Yeah, he got third. Fourth.
the sun's clapping because he's sitting here right next.
Oh, he's joined you now, has he? That's
He's
what the
walking
clapping
up, he's a bit
is.
embarrassed. Nobody can see you, Harry. It's fine.
Panic at the Tesco, who he was questioning. So Panic at the Tesco, he's coming in fourth on 214 points and a
Well
good.
done, Panic. Well done. Congratulations.
Good last race for him. Dyson, been pretty steady all season actually, is Dyson, 212 points. He came in fifth. Stormfly, another one missing tonight actually, finished sixth on 191. Enzo Jack finished seventh. So all round a pretty decent season for Enzo Jack. And it's like Vodka Rob said at in the chat. Enzo Jack did start off very strong. So that got him up to seventh. Fitzy finished eighth on 177. Victor was ninth on 171. Osman 170, just 1 point behind Victor in 10th. Then in 11th was Smith, another one missing tonight. And now I think it's Pericles, I think, in 12th on 77 points. Sturpan, who was missing, he's on 13th on 68 points. Mattiolda, 62 points. Now, the reason some of these guys are only at 60s and 70 points is because they didn't take part in all of the races. Incidentally, I think Brisbane did. I had a look earlier. Brisbane actually took part in every single race, which does help.
So but if you look at the league table, effectively... we have got a few guys that register.
Yeah, you miss a few, and it does hurt your points. So we had a couple of retirees as well, Bailey and Toby. I'm not sure Toby even started, but Bailey certainly had to retire through ill health. His back, he got real problems with his back. So, like I said earlier, thank you to everybody on the grid for a fantastic season. I've really enjoyed it. It just remains really to say I hope everybody has a fantastic Christmas and a very happy new year, and I shall look forward to talking at you all again next year. And another highlight of the season, another highlight of the year. We had a minor, I hope he doesn't mind me saying that, a minor celebrity join us for a short while. So Sparks Theory actually came to watch one of our streams. So again, it just goes from better to better. Once again, Mark, thank you very much for joining me these few weeks. It's been thoroughly enjoyable.
It has, and do you know what, Mark? It's quite sad, really, isn't it? Because EAC now departs. It's been good. It's been good.
We'll be back. We will be back. You're going to make me well up in a minute. I'm going to have to go because you're.
Well, I've got a little thing for you guys to say. So here we go, boys. Okay, I've got a little bit. It's not copyright infringement, by the way, Mark. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope not. But there you go for it.
Okay, I'll just play you this for you guys here. So this is from it's been fantastic for the last couple of seasons. It's been sponsor the URL. We now move on to my name won't be there anymore, but it's been an absolute privilege. So so this is so this is that one. There you go, boys. Alright, to infinity and beyond, boys. Okay, onwards and upwards to the new.
And on to next season. So thank you everybody for watching. And remember, if you enjoyed the races, remember to hit that like button. If you've not already subscribed, then if you could help me out, I would really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. And look out for us next season. I shall catch you all very soon.
Yeah, it's been absolute privilege, Mark. Thank you so much for having me.
That's great, mate. Catch everybody later.
Bye.